Namaste children. Today we are going to start the first lesson in English. This is the book you are going to use for English for this academic year. The name of the book is Honeycomb, the textbook in English for class 7. So now we are going to go to the page number 17. Here you can see the name of the poem, The Squirrel. Today we are going to see the poem. The name of the poem is Squirrel. The author of this poem is Mildred Bower Armstrong. This poet has described about the squirrel in a funny way. It is an interesting poem, and you all very well know what is a squirrel, right? It is a small animal. We enjoy the movements of the squirrel every time. You might have seen several times the squirrel jumps from branch to branch in the trees, on your compound walls, and many times you might have watched how the squirrel eats the nuts or fruits. It will sit quite well on the floor by holding its tiny a pair of hands. It uses a pair of hands and holds the nuts, either the nuts or the fruit, and enjoys its meal very nicely, isn't it? Many times we have enjoyed it. So this is what we are going to see here. The poet very well explains about the squirrel here. You have seen, if you draw the picture of a squirrel, you can see the shape of the tail. It is like a question mark, and 3 lines over the body, and it is like the coat of the squirrel. And the squirrel we find always on the either on the tree or on the walls or somewhere in the gardens, and it saves the nuts or collects the nuts. It has saved and collected the nut in the small hole of the tree, and it is enjoying it. That is what the picture we are watching here. Now shall we read the poem now? He wore a question mark for tail and overcoat of grey. He sat up straight to eat a nut. He liked to tease and play, and if we ran around his tree, he went the other way. Very small poem, and it contains only 6 lines here. Such a short poem. And below the poem you can see 3 questions, and very easy question it is for you to study, and you're going to get question and answer along with this poem. Now you're going to watch a video here. After watching the video, you will get the materials for this poem, that is the annotation, 3 questions and its answers. In the second answer, the last line, the example, this is the example of, the line starts like that. You can avoid that line alone, and you can thorough all the 3 question answers. Thank you children.